What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of my Next Gen Career Mode. This is episode number 125, and we start today's episode off with a game against Barcelona here in the Champions League quarter-final first leg, and we seem to face Barcelona every single season, don't we, in the Champions League? But we take on the Spanish Giants here, and to be honest, of course, with Barcelona coming here, we come on the back of the loss against Schalke in the German Cup semi-final. Actually, our first defeat of the season, which is pretty crazy, to be honest, our first defeat of the season. But of course, the main aim of the season and the last aim of the series is to complete an unbeaten league season, which we're still on course to do so. So despite losing to Schalke, I still wasn't bothered. I really wasn't, and that didn't really affect me coming to this game at all. And of course, because we had no first 11 players in that game, we will still have all of our first 11 players fit and ready for this game. So losing to Schalke, in serious terms, is probably a good thing, to be honest. It means that none of our players get tired and everyone's okay. And nothing's really been hurt in terms of player morale. So we take on Barcelona here, and the first chance fell there, but really good opportunity which I blazed wide with Sydney Sam. It was still 0-0, and in the 26th minute, Jordi Alba finds Iniesta. Iniesta slides it back into the left back, all the way in the penalty area, but thankfully for us, it came on his right foot, and he could only put the shot wide. So still 0-0, but a bit of a let off regardless. And in the 34th minute, Piqué gets intercepted, and Sydney Sam plays it through towards Lasogga. Great chance on the break here. Lasogga plays it inside to Toni Kroos, who takes a touch and strikes it, but Leno makes a good save, trying to get into my German national side for the World Cup, and puts it behind for a corner. And from that corner, Royce crosses the ball into the centre. We look for Ginter, who wins the header, but it's cleared off the line by Jordi Alba. Flies high and dives and heads out, not out of play, but out of the box, and it was still 0-0. That was how the first half was finished. In the second half, the first chance for full here in the 52nd minute, we had a giant throw in with Jerome Boateng. I tried to angle it towards the near post. Instead, it went all the way to the penalty spot, where Lasogga won the header, but unfortunately went wide and out for a goal kick. So still 0-0, but in the 59th minute, another good opportunity for us here. Sydney Sam finds Kroos, who turns his man, gives it to Goretzka. Goretzka then collects the ball, plays it out wide towards Nico Schultz, our left back. Good opportunities, his ball rolls round one, keeps on going through the centre. Good opportunity here as he plays a great chip through ball in towards Sydney Sam. Jordi Alba gets caught out, Sam fizzes across to the far post, and Lasogga slides in and makes it 1-0. So Lasogga gets the goal. We go in front here just over the hour mark. Lovely build up, great cross by Sydney Sam, and we do make it 1-0. And that's what I love about Sydney Sam and Marco Reus, despite being Sydney Sam's the left footer playing on the right, and Reus the left footer playing on the, right footer playing on the left. Even though, they shouldn't really be right for crosses, and they're not, we tend to cut inside most of the time. Even when they do cross the ball in, they're still so accurate, as proved there. Wonderful ball by Sam, and Lasogga, who's having a great season, as per usual, was never going to miss that one, and he makes it Hertha Berlin 1, Barcelona 0. So we go in front in this game just past the hour mark. And in the 67th minute, another good chance here. Ginter finds Nico Schultz down this left-hand side, takes on his man, beats him, keeps on going. A great opportunity. Wonderful cross into Lasogga. He tries to chip Leno, but it turns out to be a simple save, and it's still 1-0. And the last chance would fall in the 88th minute as I give the ball away with Hummels. It comes to Neymar. Neymar finds Pedro. Pedro finds Fabregas, but thankfully for us, Fabregas puts the shot wide. So full time, Hertha Berlin 1, Barcelona 0. We take a very encouraging step in order for us to progress into the semi-finals. Of course, not conceding the away goal was my aim, and we got the win as well by a 1-0. So good performance there, a good win, and I'm not going to say we've got one foot in the semi-finals, but we're certainly going to be considered the favourites now, especially because we didn't concede that away goal. So a 1-0 victory, and Barcelona did have opportunities, though, it should be said. They did have a lot of opportunities. Fabregas late on should have equalised there, and obviously Alba had a great chance in the first half, but thankfully, we were pretty tight defensively. Other than those two chances, there weren't too many clear-cut chances, and I felt we deserved the win. We probably should have scored one or two more goals as well, but we got the win. That's the most important thing. Didn't concede an away goal, and yeah, hopefully in the second leg we'll be able to get the job done in Spain. But anyway, the following game was against Augsburg here, away from home, back in the Bundesliga, and of course with 7 games to go, we are 8 points clear of second place, and we're on course to retain our title for the 3rd season in a row, and hopefully, touch wood, complete the last aim of the series, which is have an undefeated league season. And we should be able to get the win in this game, but there's still a decent side regardless. And the first chance would fall in the 11th minute as Kevin Volland collects the ball, gives it to Draxler. Draxler fake shots around his man, slides it through to our right back Sebastian Young, gets into the area, stops the ball ball, gets onto his weaker left foot, and what a goal that is by our right back. A very, very rare goal scorer. I think that's probably only his first or possibly second or maybe third goal for us, but he certainly doesn't score too many goals regardless, and he makes it 1-0 here in the 12th minute. So very, very good finish past the goalkeeper on his weaker left foot, and you know, what a strike it was as well. I watched it back on the replay and I was just in awe of how good the strike was. It literally was just perfect with the outside of his left boot. He ended up smashing it towards the far corner. It didn't go into the top corner. It's actually a good height for the goalkeeper. I think possibly could have got some fingertips on it, but didn't. But even so, what a great strike by our right back as he makes it 1-0. I was just really, really surprised he got the goal. What can I say? Makes it 1-0. Boxes through the corner flag because that's how he does it. And we go 1-0 up here. So 1-0. And in the 23rd minute here, Kevin Volland collects the ball. Really good opportunity here as he plays the ball over the top towards Yashil. Yashil turns his man and tries to round the goalkeeper and chip it into the centre, but it was a bit of a slow chip, and the goalkeeper really action dived there, trying to do it for the cameras, keeps the score at just 1-0. And in the 30th minute, Trapp plays the ball forward towards Julian Draxler. Draxler finds Volland, who finds Yashil. Good opportunity here as he turns his man, goes through the centre. Great chance for Yashil, who should score, but unfortunately it's a really good save by the goalkeeper. It really is. Fantastic stop, and he keeps it at 1-0. And in the second half here, just a few minutes after the restart, Kevin Volland finds Draxler, who finds Yashil. He's got a man on the overlap in Andre Schürrle. He picks him out, he shoots. It's a good save by the goalkeeper, but Timo Werner heads it into the empty net and makes it 2-0. So Werner, who came off the bench, Ressies makes it 2-0, and we're surely on course for the 3 points here. And of course, this game we did rest pretty much every single player, of course, because we do have the second leg of the Champions League quarter-final to come. So I did rest every single player, but the players are doing well. We were 2-0 up here and looking very, very good, and looking as though we should be able to get the win. Although Augsburg would get themselves back in the game in the 64th minute. Pretty poor defending, really. I failed to get the ball clear, and it was a good finish past Kevin Trapp to make it 2-1. And in the 67th minute here, Augsburg get the ball away. Good opportunity, but the shot is well saved by the goalkeeper, and it's still 2-1. So we're still in front in this game, but they were growing in confidence, the home side. And as Esfine goes down left-hand side, he has the strength to beat Marian Sarr. Keeps on going, a really good chance, crosses the ball in, and it's another goal for the number 9, who heads it past Kevin Trapp, makes it 2-2. And from 2-0 up, it's now 2-2, and we've thrown away what should have been a very comfortable win. But in the 78th minute, another good chance for us here. Sebastian Young got our first goal, plays it through towards Yashil, down his right hand side, takes on his man, beats him, gets inside and shoots. But again, it's a good save by the goalkeeper, and it is cleared away. So still 2 apiece, and we can't seem to find ourselves the winning goal. And you know, from being 2-0 up, I would be livid if we couldn't. But as Yashil finds Zola here off the bench, great chance for Zola, but again, it's another great save by the goalkeeper, and then Schürrle's shot is blocked, and we just couldn't get ourselves back in front in this game. And then Sebastian Roda's cross is headed away, and it is still 2-2. But in 90th minute here, Sebastian Roda collects the ball. Kevin Volland plays a great through ball into Zola, who lets the ball run through his legs, goes through one-on-one, and Zola gets his first, well, I think it's his first goal for the club, and makes it 3-2. So we get ourselves in front in this game in stoppage time, and again, it was another player who came off the bench. First Werner, now Zola, and we win the game by 3-2. So obviously, trusting your reserves, that's what you got to do, man. Seriously, trust your reserves, trust the Ressies. They know how to get the job done. And as I said, I would have been livid had we not got the 3 points in this game, especially after being 2-0 up. But we're going to get the 3 points now, thanks to Zola. So 3-2 the final score, and you know, a good experience as well for those young players too, because they may not play again. But even so, it's kind of, you know, it is frustrating to have so many good young talents. Obviously, Werner is one of them. You know, he's now a 77 overall who just can't get into the team at all. It's good experience for those, and it's good encouragement for me as well, as Omre Chan did get an injury in that game and will be out for 3 weeks. It's good encouragement for me as well, because obviously it means that if we do have an injury crisis in the last stage of the season, let's say for example Werner, well, I like to play Werner up top actually as a striker, but he can play on the wing as well, as his left mid is his listed position, although I like to play him as a striker. Let's say we do have a bit of an injury crisis down that left hand side, you know, maybe Marco Reus and Schürrle and Gnabry for example, who plays left mid quite a lot, get injured, you know, then I know that Werner could come and do the job. So even though they may be like 4th or 5th choice players, you know, Zola and Werner and players like that, it's still good to know they can get the job done when they come in. So trust the Ressies, that was my mentality in that game, and they did get the job done, although they certainly made hard work of it. But to end the episode off, we have a squad report as we're now into April, one of the final ones of the season. I think this is one of the last 3 we've got left, and you can take a look at how the players are doing. Werner and Archer on 88, sorry 78 now actually, and you look at the squad report, and also look at the league table as well. With 6 games to go, we should be able to hold on to our title, and hopefully, touch wood, end the season season undefeated as well. So as always guys, a big thank you for watching the video. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed the episode, then please leave a like, because it's much appreciated. It really does help my channel out, and I'll see you for the next episode of my Next Gen Career Mode very soon.